Hello!
Oh my god, hey!
Weekly vlog, it's Aeron James's weekly vlog.
We're in Leicester Square. We've just been to see our friends who are over from New York to have breakfast before they fly back to New York, which is really lovely. I'm always so thankful that we have such good friends. And then now we are very excited because we've been invited to the West End screening of
Mufasa!
The Lion King, the new live action animated. I don't really know what it is, but it's like a hybrid.
Realistic lions.
Yeah, you can see the sign up there. Very excited. As you know, we are big Disney fans, and we are also big Lin-Manuel Miranda fans, and the score has been written by him, so we're excited. Woo, woo, let's go. And there is a sign, Mufasa the Lion King, and we're heading down to see it.
Popcorn smell hits you hard.
Yeah, we can smell the popcorn already. And we keep on going down. And we've made it in to the cinema screen. And most of the West End's in here, which is very cool. Now, fun fact, I think I've seen the live action The Lion King, the first part.
I haven't.
Mickey definitely hasn't.
But this is a prequel, so maybe I'll go watch it after this.
Yeah, I guess that's a way around we can do it.
Yeah.
And we know, we both know, we've seen the musical, we've seen the original animated film, so we know this well. So we won't be lost. But kind of fun going into it slightly blind, and maybe this is the way around you should watch the two Lion King films.
So because this is an Odeon Luxe, we have comfortable recliner seats. Oh, no, it is coming. Oh, I'm going. I've gone. Oh. Lots of press stuff going on after the screening. People are taking photos. Aeron's doing a little vox pop, like a trivia quiz, sort of a game moment over there behind the cast of Mean Girls. Much of the West End is here. It's very exciting.
So this is Annabelle's in Berkeley Square, and if you can see, it is designed, they do a different design every Christmas, and this year it's a snow globe with a peacock inside, but they also do different displays in the middle of the year and different times if you check their socials. But this is like a big, if you're a tourist or even not if you live here, I always think this is one of the best displays to go and see. Like, there's loads of other great kind of takeovers, like frontages, like Fortnum and Mason's is a great one to go to, but Annabelle's for me has become like a tradition to see their one every year. What do you think, Mix?
It's so pretty.
Yeah, look at his smile.
We've come to Selfridges, big London department store, because we've seen they do a performance thing in store at 6 p.m. We saw that on socials, and apparently so did everyone else in London.
I love a good festive party. That's why people call me 365 Party Santa.
Last week we went to Pollote and got gluten-free food and the donut burgers with the donut from Borough 22. And what did we do? We came back, and this time we tried more. This time we got the two donut turkey burgers, and then also got the arepas and the dulce de leche wings, which are basically like caramel wings. So ready for this. And we have made it to Rosa's Thai, which we're going to pre-show because we're going to see Cyrano, which we loved at Edinburgh Fringe, but I also love Rosa's Thai, and it's right next to the theatre. So if you're going to the Park Theatre, I fully recommend either going to Rosa's Thai, or next to it is Honest Burgers. They're right by the station. It's very easy to get to from Finsbury Park Station to both the theatre and these great pre-dining restaurants. Okay, but Thai iced coffee and actually Vietnamese iced coffee I love. I always get it with milk, but it's so sweet. If you're like a sweet coffee liker, fully recommend getting this. And we have our food. Here's mine, summer rolls, Mickey has his and his drink, which is, if you can see, he's got the popping pearls inside. Heads up, friend B, that is gluten-free. This isn't gluten-free, but because I'm not celiac, I'm all good. But just as a heads up. But there are gluten-free options here that you can have. And we've made it to the park theatre to see Cyrano. I'm so excited to see this again. I loved it at Fringe. It was my favourite thing at Fringe, so I'm very excited to see it again. And this is the main park theatre space. You can see there's stairs, there's mirrors, it's in the front, so 3 sides of the stage and an upstairs balcony, and then it's a programme shop. And we are sat right here on the edge of a row, which is actually a perfect view. Tonight we are at the upstairs of the Gatehouse in Highgate to see Roadshow. It's one of the Sondheims that I've never seen before, and it's really produced, so very excited to see it. We've just got here by a taxi. What happened, Mickey?
I thought he'd pulled over, but he was just stopped in traffic behind another taxi. It felt like we'd pulled over, and it reminded me of that junction over there, and I was like, oh, this is it. And he didn't say anything. And so you started getting out of the taxi, and then I started getting out, and Sean opened his door, and he was like...
I was like, thanks, mate.
He was like, where are you all going?
It's like, we're 10 minutes away, guys.
So I had to get back into the car and be like, what's going on? And then it was like, oh, we're not there.
You know what? We're here now.
We're here now.
Our table booking is in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the theatre is up there. It's above. This is what
That's
happened.
so cute. How have I never noticed that before?
Well, the theatre in the windows. Yeah. So the upstairs of the Gatehouse is one of London's many pub theatres, because that is a thing in the UK, where the downstairs is a pub and the upstairs is like a black box theatre.
I mean, not as many anymore, sadly.
Yeah, we've been losing a lot of them. This is kind of the off-West End / Fringe. It's very confusing what the difference is between the two, but essentially this is one of the off-West End theatres. So we today are treating ourselves to a meal in downstairs, and then we're going to go upstairs to the theatre. It's quite a bougie pub. It's very, very nice food. Highgate is kind of a very affluent area in London, so it's very nice. So we're excited to go in to have food and then go to the theatre. And here is my food, and then over there is Mickey's. And Sean got some chips.
And the more refined palate.
And one of the shows that's coming to here next year is the musical Ordinary Days. And here is the poster, and there's a little flamingo, because I think what Mickey said is set in Florida. So it's very, very fun vibes.
Partly set up like they go to Florida.
It's very like Americana, like fun Americana vibes. And here's a merch stand, programs for £5. And they also have badges and a poster, and different sizes for the poster, which we love. Yeah, I love Sondheim one, it is perfect. And they have a big poster you can take a photo with, and photos from past productions. This little room opens, so downstairs in the pub you can get a drink, and then half an hour before the show opens, they open upstairs. And you get this really cute little room with seats and a view out to the cute little Highgate village. And we got a Christmas tree too. And here we are. This is the set. It's double level, which I don't think I've ever seen at this theatre before. And then we have our programmes, as you can see. Exciting. So, it's been a slight little bit since I updated, as in it's now nearly getting towards like late afternoon the next day. Yesterday, it was announced that the Broadway cast of Hadestown, the OG5 who did it at the National Theatre and then on Broadway, are going to be coming to the West End to reprise their roles. They haven't announced it's for a pro show, but I felt like a pro show's happening. They must be. But they're coming over for 4 weeks, and the tickets went on pre-sale today, and I managed to get me and Mickey tickets to the first performance that they're going to do in the West End. This won't be the first time that we've both seen them all. We both saw it at the National when it first was in London, pre-Broadway, and then when we went to Broadway, we saw Eva and Reeve again in the Broadway production. So slightly different where I know, like, for some people this will be their first time seeing the OGs. For us it'll be nice because it's a bit full circle to see them back again in London performing the roles. And I haven't seen some of them do the Broadway, like the adapted version of it. So that's going to be very cool. A lot of our friends are going to be over for it, so it's exciting. I'm really glad that I managed to get the tickets. Mickey currently is in London at the Almeida watching Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, the Rebecca Frecknell new production. I could have got a ticket and gone with him, but I was staying home to work. And I'm kind of sometimes like, mainly with plays, and I feel bad saying this, but sometimes I'm kind of like, if loads of people have said, oh, you need to see it, then I'll book a ticket and go and see it. Or sometimes I'm kind of like, oh, when it's on off West End venue, will it transfer? I can maybe wait until then, or I knew Mickey really wanted to see it. So, yeah. Sometimes it's one of those where you have to make a tough call, but also to make my work schedule work. It just wouldn't have worked. And I wouldn't have been able to get our Hadestown tickets, because that happened during that time. A very different random thing. Me and Mickey earlier this week sat and watched The Holiday. It's one of our favourite Christmas films, both of ours, and it was the first time I think we watched the whole thing together, maybe. But we were talking at the end about how it literally could easily be a phenomenal stage musical and actually works and like lends itself to music. You have a character who's a composer. The score is so intrinsic and used so well in the film that it just feels perfect for an adaptation. So if nobody has started on a musical stage production of Holiday, this is your sign to, because it would do well. And it doesn't have to be like a Christmas season only show like musicals like Elf are, because although it's set during the winter, it's not specifically a winter show, kind of similar to the Two Strangers Carry Cake Across New York, where it's set in wintertime, but it doesn't need to be on just during winter. That is my request, please. So last night we got to tick off Roadshow. I'm glad I can tick off another Sondheim. I enjoyed it, but I can see why people don't produce Roadshow that often. You can tell why people didn't connect as much with it, and it's very weird because it's like me and Mickey were saying how it's the only Sondheim musical with explicitly gay characters, which should be such a massive moment because obviously Sondheim was gay and he finally was able to put gay characters in a musical of his, and yet they don't feel as deep and like filled with everything that even though I knew that before going in, it kind of fascinated me that it feels like so many of like the female characters in his earlier musicals more depict gay male characters or like the gay story and the gay arc than the gay characters do in Roadshow. Let me know your thoughts of that. Sorry, that's a very deep moment. I'm kind of fascinated watching it to think about that. I don't know if we spoke about Cyrano, but Cyrano is still. It was my favourite thing at Fringe this year and loved it just as much at the park, even with its new staging. It's just joyful, clever, so witty, so smart, so clever. There's a reason why it's getting such raves from critics and audiences alike. So if you get the chance to see Cyrano, and I really hope it has a great future ahead of it continually, please go and watch it. I kind of really want NT Live to record it, because I think it would do well on NT at home. I am about to get ready to head into London to get my hair cut for Christmas, because it's getting to that slightly too long phase because I have really thick hair. So if I don't get it cut at the right point, it will just grow out. As you can see already, it's getting quite thick. Yeah, heading there. And then we're going to see Great Comet. Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812 is on. It's a big moment. It's likely going to get loads of Olivier noms. Me and Mickey booked tickets as soon as they went on sale, and today is the day, so we're off to see it. And I don't know if I'm going to love it or not, because I don't know if Great Comet is for me. I've never known. I tried to get into it and listen to it before, and I just couldn't. It just didn't win me over, so I'm really hoping that seeing it is going to do that for me. So you will get to know straight away if I end up falling in love with Great Comet, or if I'm like, I get why people love it, but it's not. It could go 50-50 with me. I'm so unsure. I think Mickey will love it, and I don't know. Which is really exciting for me, actually, because I felt like this when I went to see Hadestown for the first time at the National Theatre, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this, I don't know if I'm going to hate this. And even after seeing it for the first time at the National, I think, like a lot of people felt, I still didn't know if I liked it or not. It took until seeing it on Broadway and in the West End when it returned for me to realise just how much I loved it and how clever I thought it was. I'm just going to do some final bits, get ready, head into London to go get a haircut, have a meal and dessert with Mickey, and then go see Great Comet. And we have made it into central London to the Donmar Warehouse, as you can see here. And then next to it is Seven Dials Market, where we had dinner. Seven Dials Market is perfect for like a pre-show dinner. We showed it in previous vlogs. There's loads of different food markets in there, and then you can have your food and then go next door to see the theatre. And then the Cambridge Theatre is just up there, which is where Matilda is. And then opposite here is Humble Crumble, which is where I had dessert. So this is like the perfect pre-show areas before seeing your show of Donmar Warehouse, and we're excited to see Natasha, Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Hello, sorry, future Aeron jumping in. I didn't film anything to say how I felt about Great Comet or anything of importance. It's definitely a show that's going to take me, I think, time to think about how I feel about. I'm not a big Austen, like, Bronte, like, that period of time person. And I feel like it is definitely for that kind of ilk of person. There's a lot I liked about it. I thought the cast were incredible. But the musical itself and, like, the sensibility of it, I don't know if I love. We're going to see it again in Feb, so I'm hoping that it's sitting with me and seeing it again. I'll get a better idea of how I personally feel about the musical. But there's music I love in it, there's some of the staging things I liked about it. I really enjoyed the cast. We didn't film anything there at the theatre because there were no cameras allowed in the venue, so sadly couldn't film anything. And also, I'm just going to be honest, didn't have the best experience at the theatre. The show, fine, just the theatre, not the best, sadly. Donmar, really, really bad experience, to be honest. That's all I'm going to say on that matter, because I don't want to make it all deep, but it was just... But we move on. Things happen, not every experience is the best. And we had some great experiences after it, so yeah. Hello, we are back in London, and the Christmas lights are all up on the Strand. If you watched the previous vlog, you will have seen the switch on for them, and you will know why they are how they are this year. Yeah, Ireland-y. And we are at the Vaudeville Theatre to see Six. It's a two-show day today, but it's a 4 p.m. matinee. So we're seeing the 4 p.m. performance of Six. And then we're going to Hammersmith to see Here You Come Again, which is the Dolly Parton musical. So we're going to see both today. So it's a weird two-show day where it's a 4 p.m. and a 7:30 p.m. So a small time in between, but we're still going to try and fit in a pre-show meal between the two. So we got TodayTix Rush tickets, so that means you can win them. And we're here today because our friend Hannah, if you know Hannah Lowther, is on for Catherine Howard. And
Is she Howard today?
Yeah. And we've not seen Hannah on at all in the show. We've seen the new cast twice.
Only once, I think.
I think only once. Yeah. So we're kind of excited to see Hannah on because we planned that at least one point during the run we'd come back and see at least one or more of the killers. So we realised we hadn't done that yet, and they leave in February. So we've got tickets to see it today. And the rush ticket smiled upon us, and it's starting to rain, so we're going to go inside to watch Six. So we've just headed upstairs. Upstairs has the biggest merch booth, the top tip. You go upstairs to the bar, and we found that they have decorated the whole Christmas tree with the pins and all the stocking fillers for ideas, and they've got a crown at the top.
Is a queen.
And all these, look, they've got all the different crowns, the crown headbones, the baubles, a big crown on the top, the bag. I really like the bag. I kind of want a Six Loungefly, just going to say, like an actual Loungefly branded one. Gabriella Slade should do one where like each bag is like the design of a queen's costume, just saying. And I kind of want a bauble. It's 2 for $30, but then you can view the full range on there, on the QR, which is clever actually, while you're queuing to get merch from the booth. And there's a photo op over there as well. Recommend coming upstairs because it's so quiet to say that the doors have been opened up here and all the merch is up here too.
Hello, it's Mickey-Jo here. Oh my god, hey. Let's do some cocktail chatter, shall we? So nowadays, in all the NIMAX theatres in the West End, they do signature cocktails. And here we have cocktails fit for a queen. The Paragon of Passion, which is Prosecco passion fruit puree. Some sort of bramble because this man is standing right at the end of the bar. That's not his fault. That's what the bar is for, which will be themed to Anne Boleyn. What I will say while we're waiting is the Jane Seymour cocktail is a mocktail. It's alcohol-free, which Aeron and I decided, go. It made sense of her character. Boleyn's Bramble, Bombay Sapphire Gin, Rhubarb, Lemonade and Lemon. The Seymour Spritz, which is alcohol-free, Elderflower Lemonade, Mint and Lime. And they have gone again. The Catherine Howard one I remember was a K Royale. There you go, Tattinger Champagne. Ooh, and Raspberry Liqueur. That was probably the one that I would get. Comment down below with which one you would choose when we can see them again. I mean, it's a nice bomber jacket this man is wearing. This is the photo op Aeron was telling you about. Ooh, Pars Paloma down at the bottom there, which is Patron Silver, Orange and Grapefruit, Soda and Lime, and Cleve's Dirty Rascal, Bacardi Caribbean Rum, Ginger Beer and Lime. They've put some thought into theming all of not only the titles but the ingredients, and I enjoy that an awful lot. Why I didn't just wait until we were at the bar so I could show you clearly is kind of beyond me. Aeron is just opting for a disco ball receptacle. They also have these at Why Am I So Single, so you can have your cocktail in a slightly more expensive disco ball, but you get to take it home with you. Very tempting. But yeah, feel free to pause this and comment down below with which cocktail you would prefer.
And we are sat down. We got row A, seats 5 and 6. The second row, so TodayTix Rush, if you manage to get the 6th one, it's nearly always the first 2 rows, which, honestly, dreamy. So this is kind of what we normally do with 6 because it's always sold so far in advance. For the week before Christmas, getting 2 tickets on the second row through the Rush, and we haven't seen 6 in ages. So excited. Yay! So post-show we went and got our pre-show food. We went to Villiers Street, Korean corn dogs, and
We're
now
using escalators at this station.
and then we got donut time, gluten-free version and normal version. Mickey got a nice-sized baby, and I got the, oh my gosh, what was it? Kelly Brookie, because there's Brookie on this, and I'm like, that's new. So, love this, trying this, very happy. Also love the show. Like, insane vocals, insane comedy. I mean, I love 6 so much, but loved him. Right, now we're gonna eat these and then get on a train to Hammersmith, because we're going to see Here You Come Again, the Dolly Parton musical. Woo! Where are we, Mickey?
We're at Riverside Studios in Hammersmith.
And what are we going to see?
We're going to see Here You Come Again. It's not the Dolly Parton, it's a Dolly Parton musical.
Yeah, there's multiple Dolly Parton musicals, which is quite fun. And there's another one coming soon.
Yes.
In America.
Yes. But she appears as a character in this one.
Yes. But she's going to appear as a character in... No, that's hilarious, because she appears as a character in 9 to 5.
Only briefly.
And she's going to be appearing in Dolly. Hello, it's Dolly.
Hello, I'm Dolly. Yes.
Yeah, hello, I'm Dolly.
Yes. And she's over there, she's on the door.
Yeah.
Trisha Paoluccio. Can I say the fun story about this? Because we were talking about 9 to 5 when we were walking, oh my gosh, around the Cheyenne Hotel in Disneyland Paris, you and I.
Yeah.
And I was saying, much as I love that, I would also love for there to be a jukebox musical using Dolly's song, specifically using the song Here You Come Again, because that's a beautiful song. And at that point we didn't know that this had already been created at Goodspeed in America. And then we found out about the show and then it came here.
Yeah. And now we're going to go and see it. And this is was the TV studios before it became a theatre place, and it still is the TV studio as well. So this is
Peak
one of
the Dalek.
Yeah, this is one of many shows that are there. There's a Dalek there because of its links with Doctor Who, and also there are multiple shows in this area at the minute because you've got the Lyric Hammersmith where there's a pantomime currently, and that's where Sing Street is going next year, and Fangirls was this year, and then there's also the event in Apollo, which is normally like the concert performers, but what is it currently?
Only Fools and Horses, the musical.
Yes, which we've both still never seen. Even though it's in the West End and has been on tour and now it's back in London, we've both not seen it.
Yes.
I actually watched Only Fools and Horses growing up, and my parents have seen it and enjoyed it.
I used to enjoy it a lot at West End Live.
Yeah, and we just haven't been able to get around to it with the dates, sadly.
Yeah.
So who knows, maybe we'll see it before it ends, but currently no plans, but that's here as well. Let's go. And here is all the merch. Okay, no, but this merch is gorgeous. Love this design. I actually really like the t-shirt too, but there's a pin. I feel like I have to get the pin, don't I? But then here are all the prices in case you're planning to trip see it. Oh, I love that friendship bracelets have become a thing now.
Do you know what the bracelet means?
What?
WWDD.
What would Dolly do?
What would Dolly do?
We've made it to our seats. They are numbered on the floor. And then this is the view from row E. Lovely. What are we doing, Mix?
Hello, citizens of Oz. I am going to have a bubble bath with the bubble wand from Lush. Excuse me. Is it working?
There's bubbles.
I mean, there were already some bubbles.
Well, I can see the water getting slightly pink.
Yes.
Hello, you've made it to the end of the vlog. Yay! If you've made it to the end of the vlog, comment with a crown and the 6 colour of your favourite queen. The queen that you connect with the most, so the corresponding colour to the costume. Yeah, let's do that. A crown or a corresponding colour. Something like that. Thank you so much for joining us. There might be a vlog next week, because it's Christmas week, I don't know. Because we're not going to the theatre definitely next week, so there's definitely nothing theatrical that will be coming. But maybe, if you'd like it, the weekly vlog next week could be a Q&A, where me and Mickey just sit and answer some of your questions, or I sit and answer some of your questions about theatre, about anything related to that. So if you'd like that, please let me know in the comments, and comment with a question that you'd like to be answered in next week's vlog if I do one, as I'll see how many we get, and if there's enough that have been commented and from other socials, if I reach out for some, then I will try and do one for next week. If not, I might pause and restart with a new year, but we'll see what you all think. But thank you so much for joining. It's been a non-stop week. I just did a roundup on Instagram and I was like, wow, we have done a lot. We have been to a lot of things. I'm very excited that we're going to both get some downtime from shows and from travelling. I think mainly travelling. I mean, we're going to be travelling to families and stuff like that, but at least it should feel festive, not feeling like we're constantly running to shows, to cover, to work, etc. Because it's been a bit non-stop the past few months, so I'm hoping we'll get some recharge time. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll see when new videos come on the channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful festive break. Bye all!